Hello everyone, welcome back to Saxthorpe Survival, episode 2 now. Welcome back. If you did miss the first episode, please do check out the playlist and catch up. Just to recap though, we had ourselves a mower and we got this little mower here, little lizard one, bits and mower distractor, nice and small. However, the problem we found was that because these fields we're using aren't actually fields as of yet, it's not picking up as grass, so it's basically just skinned alive the ground. So I'll just quickly show you the main farm area. Which way are we going? I'm still learning this map myself, so bear with me. Yes, down this road here. Just past field 2. So you can see here, we've cut back these two areas here. There was overgrown with weeds, and then this one here, and there's a slight bit of a bump here, so we are going to have to bear in mind we can't just cut that there. So the bushes still remain. That's fine because it sets a bit of a boundary. And then this field here we've left as is for now because we don't want to just cut it back. We want to cut it as grass. So we are going to have to get ourselves a plough and actually start ploughing in some fields. Now the plan today is to get the plough or find one on the market. We're going to have to plough this field here and actually get it sown in as a grass field or another crop field. And also these ones here we're going to, for now, potentially cut these back. But as you can see, there's a bit of ground here, so it might be a bit hard ploughing in on this rough ground and terrain. This one here I think I might leave because as you can see this is a bit of a storage area. We've got a little barn here. So I won't make this a field straight away. So the priority today is going to be ploughing up these two fields. This one here, maybe this one, and definitely the one at the main farm. And then if there's time at the end, we might look at doing some logging and getting some logs sold to make some cash. First of all, we need to find ourselves a decent plough on the market. I was going to go create fields, but I think just to keep things simpler, and obviously with Corsair, if we do use it in the future, we can use it actually as a ploughed in field. Now, we are going to save money. We've got £7,000 left. We paid a little bit more property fees as well. So, I don't want to go too small because it'll be all day. 1.8 metre for 3,000. 1.4 metres for 2,500. We've got 2 metres there for 4,500. A nice little Unia one there. The requirements is 90 horsepower, so the Ford won't pull this. It's going to have to be the Renault again. And again, these are a bit too modern for our liking, because we are playing currently in the 90s, late 90s. I think for the extra 500, it's going to be worth the extra bit of flat pulling power. There's 120 though, so what is the Renault? Renault's 100 horsepower, so we might struggle with that actually. Didn't consider that. So 100 horsepower we've got to play with. Now, where was the plows? Lost them. There we go, highlighted for me. So 80 horsepower, 120. So we are going to have to go this one here because it's just going to struggle to pull it out. So buy for now, 2.5 grand. Let's lower this one down, get rid. Manual attach seems to be on still, so I did mean to disable that. It's not a big drama. So I'm going to head down to the store and grab this plough and make my way back up. Let's increase the speed slightly now to 3 times, just for now. I also reversed this gate around. Seems to be stuck on this hill here. We've gone back to manual for some reason. There we go. So yeah, I flipped this gate around as well because it was a bit annoying opening out into the road. Yeah, let's kick up this plough. Yeah, here we are, back at the farmhouse. So I'm not sure if this map has got relight put in, but this morning sunrise does look pretty nice on this map. Make sure we close the gates as well, end of the day. So that's the fields we put in. As you can see, looks like a bit of a skinned cat currently, so we'll decide what to do with those at the moment. I'm thinking, as I said earlier, maybe some greenhouses. But this field here, I don't want to waste the time mowing, just have to plough anyway. Now my ploughing with these small ploughs is not the best, manual ploughs, so I think to be safe, I will try and put in a bit of headland first and avoid these like mounds at the edge of the map or the edge of the field. And then we can generate an actual course play field as well. So, slow it down. I believe Y. We should create a field. Negative. Okay, I'm just going to figure out why this is not creating a field currently. I'll be right back. So I'm back. Now for whatever reason, the runout doesn't allow you to create fields with this plough. I tested it on just a normal base game tractor, and the Ford it works fine. So I'll try and feed that back if I can to the mod author as to why it's not working. However, we've had to switch to the Ford for now. Hopefully it can pull it. Good job we went for the lower one. I think it's an 80 horsepower requirement on top of my head. All that time ago. So plough is 80 and the Ford tractor is 69. So hopefully it manages. It's not too much of an incline. So if I hit Y, nope, that's Q. There we go. It's now creating a field. Of course, we want to record a course for course play for down the line jobs. But initially, it's going to be a lot of manual work. So do a bit of a boundary first, and then we can obviously progress to up and down rows. Again, we need to mine these little mounds that stick out here. They are quite deceiving. I have switched over to the other field as well. For my test, you can see in the middle. But I thought, actually, let's just get some grass, or at least get it ploughed up now where the plough's out. Initially, and we'll leave that far one over there as it is, with a nice smooth area. And we can landscape that if we need to. Some tarmac or some gravel. Maybe a little bit too wide there, a bit too narrow, but it's fine. So even though it's survival, as I mentioned, we are going to use course play every now and then. At least for now, as you can see, I need to get the courses recorded while we plug these fields in, because they aren't actually registered fields, so it's going to help us do it now as we actually plough in, rather than do it down the line. With the exact boundary we set. One more. A little bit past there. It's fine. So CP1. At least now this field is field 1, which makes sense because it's the first field next to the house, bar the first one up there, which is not going to be a field, and then CP2 and so on. So if we go into, let's just test it quickly. create job. Courseplay field work. It's picked up the field. Headlands we want none because we've made one. Working width is 1 meter. And then up and downs. Let's generate a course. Okay, so that's interesting. It's not actually picking up the middle for whatever reason. Maybe because we've already put in a bit over there in the middle. Let's try something quickly. Let's just paint over that with some grass texture. So it might be recognising it as obviously a field itself. So let's try again. There we go. See, the problem there was that because there was a plow test in the middle, is obviously recognised as a field, so it's now working. So just to get us on the right track, let's hit the play button. Vehicle running cost 996. What has it done that for? Not quite sure why it just took off £1,000 for hitting play on Courseplay. Let's just add on £900. I don't wonder why it did that. Right. We can use these lines as references just to get our start point. We'll do it manually. And there we go. So it's not the fastest plough in the world, but we are moving. That is the main thing. It's a bit annoying about the little indent I've made there, obviously with the course, but it's fine. It's not a game changer or game ender, is it? So yeah, we've got this field to do, and then obviously the next one over the at the arable farm or the other yard. So it's going to take quite a while to get this done. So for now, I'll just speed up time, and then we can jump back in, sort of in between fields, let you know how I'm getting on. Right, there we go on the first field. Now the reason I got charged like £1,000 just now is because when you start a new save game, make sure you go into your Courseplay settings and turn off driver rate wages, because obviously I did a test run and it was at 100% and it was at repair. It was on repairs as well because it was 90% damaged. It obviously repaired it automatically, so just make sure those things are switched off and you won't get charged quite a bit of money. So there we go. Anyway, that's the first field done. Not a bad effort. What I'll do, I'll landscape around the edges, obviously, with a bit of dirt and some grass texture, just so it doesn't look so plain and it blends in more naturally. That is courseplay field, or field 1 done. Now on to field number 2, which is a little bit larger. We have got a few bumps and grinds as well, so we'll do a quick little pass and see what our boundary is going to be. How close we can get to the edge here. So a bit of a hill there. So we'll have to turn in quite sharp there. Again, the plough might struggle a little bit to get up at those little bumps. So I think at least for now, with a small plough and a small tractor, we'll play it safe and do a little bit of a smaller boundary. Around about here, I'd say, just where it starts. So again, we're going to record a courseplay field, just for an easier reference later down the line. And I'll do my best this time to avoid any cutting the corners and collisions. No, I reckon we turn about now to avoid that big hill. But when I was obviously on the 100% damage as well, the difference it makes, it really does make a difference on the hills. I'm going pretty slow now. It wasn't until about halfway I realised why I was going so fast. That was because the damage was obviously repaired automatically, so it really is going to pay off to get this vehicle repaired. So I think once we head back to the main sort of yard, we will put this tractor in for repair, because it is going to speed up the amount of work we can do. It's a bit unfortunate the run-out doesn't work with the plough, because it will be a lot faster with the extra, 30 horsepower. But for now, there isn't much we can do about it. So we'll start with the Ford, but it's good. At least we can get the Ford out, save our test one. I'm quite liking it actually. It's a nice little change. Don't use Ford tractors on this game that often. And obviously you can't do a classic playthrough without a Ford. Yeah, we'll give the hedgerow a bit of a wide berth. But at least we haven't mowed this field, so we can see or have some grass on the edge to make it look a bit more natural. Okay, there we go. So let's do one more for safety. And stop there. Courseplay field 2. Again, we'll do a quick test to make sure it's gone through properly. So create job. We'll go generate courseplay. And there we go. That's quite a lot of up and down rows on this field. Right, here we are back again. So, for whatever reason, the courseplay didn't want to play ball, so I had to do it manually on this field, which took a bit of time. So it's 10 to 2 now, September 1. But we've now got our 2 fields ploughed in. So we've got courseplay 1, courseplay 2. So good start on September 1. I'm thinking grass initially, because obviously it's coming up late in the year now. Had a look at the crop calendar. We can either A, get some crop in the ground, potentially in the bigger fields, or if we want to maximise our profits early on, potentially we can get grass in. But I mean, we might not get a cut until November, so we might only get one cut in. So maybe we'll mix it up. At least a benefit to like barley or straw, or wheat and barley. We can get straw from it as well, so double the income. And we've already got a harvester, which means we haven't got to buy a baler, we haven't got to buy a tedder and a row. So that's, you know, 3 or 4 bits of kit compared to a combine we already own, just needs repairing. So we'll have a think. But for now, let's close this gate. And again, this area here I'm going to use as like a garden centre area, or garden area. So get some greenhouses down there, maybe a little pond of some description, and just money making things really out by the main road. There's only a couple of mods where you can have like a sell point, so you can sell off fruit and vegetables by the main road maybe. It'd be a nice little side income. But of course we need to head down to the yard now and plough in one last field. I call it Scarecrow field. Surprisingly though, the inside of the cab is filthy, but the plough is pretty clean. Bit of traffic building up behind us. Down towards Saxthorpe Grain. So there we are, back at the yard. Again, a bit frustrating, the runout doesn't work. I did try customising a couple options on it, but it didn't seem to want to play ball either. So yeah, as I mentioned at the start, I think for now we're just going to do Scarecrow field initially. I think because of the way the hill slopes down and you've got the trees over there, plowing in there straight away is not the best idea. Maybe utilise that for like a pen area at some point, because the grass will change texture if you place a pen down. But this is a good little field, potentially a little crop field here. Oop, wrong button. But of course we are going to have to plough in. Oh, here comes the rain, just in time for ploughing. A lot of shrubbery here we're going to have to plough in as well, so I'm going to give a bit of a border from this time. On the little road there. And again, we've got a Scarecrow in the middle of it, so we are going to have to be conscious of him. I reckon. There's no prominent bumps. Again, we'll do a test run around. Ooh, thunderstorm coming. It does go back here as well, look. And there's a slight hill there. It might be a problem with the plough. It's hard to really see without the with the bushes in the way. I think what we'll do is we'll go up to Scarecrow for now, just initially. We're just going to reduce our field size slightly. Now again, let's go right click here. I'm going to record a new course. Face down. Y. But the good news is we can get in quite tight to this hedgerow. Hopefully some of these bushes get removed once we plough through them. Turned into the ground. And to be honest, that's not going to leave us much field to play with, is it? Up to Scarecrow. Do you know what? Let's go around, see what happens. I don't think it's as steep as we think. I think just because the bush is in the way, we can't really see how steep the hill is. We should have turned it a bit earlier there, but that's fine. Let's head on up. Yeah, so we probably should have stuck to our guns. So what we'll do is, that's going to mess up the Corsair, isn't it? Bugger. Right. What we'll do is, I'm going to move Scarecrow out the ground and push him back a bit. So you can go here. Let's find him again in decorations. There he is. And you can take Pride up on the hill, which starts about here. There we go. At least now we know not to go up this bit here. So we're going to plough in the field, and then obviously we can do the course blade down the line. We can just drive around with the tractor and record it. It's fine. Right, so that's somewhat of a boundary there. Now we just need to try and tidy up this bit here down here as much as we can. So there we go. Just need to come from the other direction. We can tidy up that bit there in landscape mode if we need to. I mean, it would have paid off mowing it first so we could see, but fine. Plough it all in. So I'm just finishing up this field ploughing. Just need to tidy up these little patches I missed here. And then we will do a quick loop around the field just to make it Corsair compatible if it does work down the line. And then we shall grab the mower and just have a quick tidy up around the edges of the field so we can see sort of what is the boundary and not what the trees are and what the bushes are. Tidy up Scarecrow, and then all this mess around here as well we're going to give it a good tidy up so we can actually get access into the sheds properly and get a good indication of what the ground is like up on the pond side over there. So still a lot of tidying to go. But I'm going to grab some lunch now in real life and also just check how long the video's gone on for. And we'll decide what to do afterwards, whether we need to make it a part 3 for this side or if we continue now. So I will be back momentarily and we'll make decisions on what to do next. Here I am back. So I've had a think. As you can see, it's coming down pretty hard and heavy now. So I think we're going to call it a day on this, or at least wait till maybe early evening. Hopefully this storm passes over before we continue for episode 3. So thanks for watching this one. I hope you've enjoyed it. A bit of ploughing. And I look forward to showing you the next one. Again, if you have enjoyed it, please do feel free to give it a like and subscribe if you have enjoyed it enough to watch again. Until then, thanks very much, and I'll see you in the next episode.